Hey friends, it's your girl Kristen Denise, creator of the Black Girl's Guide to Self-Care, and I am here with our self-love video. In my world, when this is being recorded, it is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. If you're watching this and it happens not to be Valentine's Day, still celebrate today with love, because I mean, why not? So in particular, if we're in a self-love series, because you can always do a little bit of something extra special for yourself. So let's get started. Background, basically had a conversation with a young lady that ended with a question, which is, how do you love yourself? And I've been taking this week to explore that question. So this is video 4 in this series of how to love yourself. And today, the way I want to talk about how I learned how to love myself was by setting boundaries, okay? So one of the big things that I dealt with when I did not love myself well was being a yes person. I didn't want to tell people no. I didn't want to upset people. I just consistently overextended myself because it helped me to feel needed. It helped me to feel valued. And it actually made people want to keep me around. Who doesn't want to keep around somebody who you know is always going to help you out if you need help, even if it's last minute, even if it's super inconvenient, like no matter what, I showed up. I remember I got a Volunteer of the Year award because I was literally always around, sometimes even to my own detriment, like literally to the point of making myself sick. But I was Volunteer of the Year, right? Because I was always present. I never said no. I always showed up. But it didn't come from a place of simply wanting to show up. Now, were these things I cared about? Were these people I cared about? Absolutely. But there were times I really should have been saying no because I just had stuff of my own to deal with. Sometimes you're just tired and you want to rest. And none of those things are wrong. Like, you should be able to do that. And me telling you no or me not being available should not determine whether or not you can be my friend. Should not determine whether or not you love me. And you should celebrate the fact that I take good care of myself so I can be around for the long haul. Right? So, I went through a period of only saying no. It was because for me in the beginning, it was hard to differentiate, like, should I say no? Should I say yes? Do I really have the time? Do I really even want to? Like, So to help me in the beginning, I literally just said no first. I said nope. And if I would evaluate after the fact, and if I could come back and do it, people would be happy and would celebrate. Like, yeah, you can come. It kind of created a little bit of joy. Now that's the other extreme. You can't always say yes. You probably shouldn't always say no. So now what I do, if it's something I know I can say yes to, I say yes. If it's something I'm capable of doing, I'm available to do, it's something I care about, why would I say no? Saying yes is a part of bringing me joy. So I should absolutely say yes. But if it's something I'm not certain about, if I don't know if I'm going to have the time, if I don't know what my full schedule entails, if I don't have my calendar in front of me, I say, hey, let me get back to you. It doesn't mean I don't care about it. It doesn't even mean that I don't want to do it. It means that I refuse to do it to the detriment of myself because I love me and I want to take good care of me. So again, I can be here for the long term to do the work that I love to do, to spend time with the people that I love. So I am really good now. I was in a meeting last week actually, and there were these teams that were formed in this meeting, and it was kind of like on the spot, sign up for these teams. So everybody is signing up. Oh, I'll do this, I'll do this, I'll do this. And at the end of it, the person leading the meeting was like, Kristen, you didn't sign up for anything. And I said, I know. And they're like, so what team are you going to be on? I said, I don't have an answer for you today. And I didn't. I said, give me a week. Let me count the cost. Let me see what it means for me to invest at this level, and then I'll tell you what I can do. Now, at the end of it, I ended up not being on either team, but creating something else that I could do to support the teams. That was perfect. It was something that was needed. It made the other teams function a little bit better, and it allowed me to give in a way that was good for me. Those other 2 activities weren't bad. They just weren't things I wanted to be accountable for. They weren't things I had necessarily the bandwidth for. But I said, hey, this is something I can help you with. This is how I can help you grow. This is how I can help our team achieve our goals and be a better team. And they were like, this is perfect. Thank you. Right? So when you pause, when you set your boundaries, in particular boundaries around your time, you can make more money. You can meet new people. You can find new opportunities. Time, once it's gone, it's done. So time should not be spent. It should be invested. And if you're investing time, you need to invest it in things that you love, things that really bring you joy. And you need to invest it in yourself. That's the time that's going to give you the biggest return. So there are times where I tell people, no, I can't do your thing. Not because I have something else to do, but because I want to spend some quiet time and quality time with me. Remember the previous video 3 was about spending time with yourself and getting to know yourself. I honor that. I honor that honestly above most things. Right? When it comes to hanging out and going out and stuff, I love my friends. I love being with my friends. I love creating memories, but I also love checking in with me and making sure that I'm okay on every level. If I don't slow down enough to check in with me, something could be going haywire and I could be completely unaware. And that's actually what happens to most of us. We're so busy giving out and pouring out and doing things and being in the streets that we don't realize that we're exhausted, that we're tired, that maybe we need a massage. Maybe there's some kinks, there's some stress, there's some tension that we could get rid of if we set boundaries, one, and took that time to check in with ourselves and just kind of be with me. I like being with me. I'm one of my favorite people in the world. So I like spending time with myself, to know myself, to love myself, to protect myself, to protect my energy, and to make sure that I have something to give tomorrow. So today, the challenge. Where do you need to set some boundaries? Where are some places you need to say no? And say no without explanation or apology. I don't have to explain my no. No is a complete sentence that needs no explanation. Kristen, can you come and be on this team? No, thank you. Just like that. You're worthy of that. You deserve the opportunity to say what you will and won't invest in. You know what you have the capacity to do and not to do. And you honor that every step of the way. I promise you, it'll only make your life better. So, happy Valentine's Day again. Mwah. Love you. Even if it's not Valentine's Day, find something special you can do to treat yourself. You deserve.